This is my CSCB58 final project, and I'll just be doing a quick run through of my project. So you start off in the start screen, and then from there on, you can click S to start the game. And when you do, you get introduced to the game. And now I'll just go through the milestones one by one. I'll start off with milestone one. So the first thing is drawing the level, which, as you can see, I have done. It's 512 in width and 256 in height. And there's five platforms. Alright, and then part B was to draw the player character, which is at least 3 frame buffer units, and mine's 16, it's a 4x4. And for part B, for part C, you have to draw at least 2 additional objects. So I have 3 enemies over here that move left to right, and then I have 4 coins. So that, apart from my platform or player, those are my additional objects that I drew. And there's also like the planets and the stars and the hearts, but I don't know if that counts. And then yeah, that's it for milestone 1. Okay, so now for milestone 2, the player can move left to right and up and down and can't leave the map. So here is my right movement, here's my left movement, and then there's the up thing over here. And to show that it doesn't leave the screen, I'll move all the way left, and that's as far as it goes, and then I'll move all the way right, and that's as far as it goes. And to show the top, I'll just move all the way, and then you can't really jump off, but I do have a double jump option. So if you go like that, it still doesn't leave. So yeah, that's milestone 2A. And then for platform collision and gravity, you've already seen that. There's a platform here. If you fall off, you fall off. Pretty simple. And yeah, it works for all the platforms. And next is the player can jump between platforms. I just shown you that. And then the collision between objects and stuff. So you've seen the collision thing with the coins, as you've seen above. I'll show you with the last coin up here. Yeah, so that works with that. And then let me just restart the game. And for the enemies, yeah, so if the enemy touches you, a heart goes down on the top right. It works with all 3 enemies. And let me show it to you up there. And for the coins, as you can see. And let me just get this enemy. There you go, it hits for that coin. Yeah. So yeah, that's for milestone 2 part B. And up for part D. And then the restart and quit option. So that's one thing I've talked about before, is that haven't fully implemented that yet. I do have the quit option, so if you click Q, you go back to the start screen. But there are some bugs with that, and I haven't implemented the restart option, and I'll get to that later near the end. So now if we go to milestone 3, which is, let me just restart it. Yeah. Sorry, run it. Yeah, so so then milestone 3, which is health and score check. So on the top right, there are 4 hearts, so that's your health, and it decreases. And there are 4 coins, so at each time you hit a coin, it adds up over here. So that's my check for that. And then the fail screen, so I'll show you what happens when you die. So when you lose all 4 hearts, you go to a lose screen, game over screen, which looks like this. And yeah, so now let me show you what the win condition looks like. Let me get all 4 coins. The last one's pretty hard to get, but yeah, there you go. And there, and then you go to a win screen. And that is it for milestone 3. So now I'll get into the additional requirements that we have for milestone 4. So the 3 that I choose was number 1, the moving objects, which are the 3 enemies I have over here, and that accounts for 2 marks. And then for the next one I implemented was a moving platform, which is the one you see over here. It has full collision detection. It's just like any other platform, but you can't go through it, and you can fall off if you're on it, which I'll show right now. And if you stand here, you'll just fall off. So yeah, that's part B from milestone 4. And the next one I have implemented is the double jump option. So once you're in midair, you can jump again like that. And I also have implemented so you can only do that once in the game, because I feel like it's kind of overpowered. So if you see here, if I try doing that again, it doesn't work. So you can only do it 1 time per game. And yeah, and all 3 of those account up to 5 marks, which will be my stuff. I have additionally also did the animated sprites, which is if the player looks right, the eyes are facing to the right. If it looks left, the eyes are facing to the left, which isn't much, but I know. And then also the start screen, I don't know what, but yeah, that was my start screen if you click over here. Okay, so moving on. Oh, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. The project name is Keyboards. And yeah, so I want to talk about one thing, which is my restart button. So currently, if you click R, the game will go back to the start screen, but there's no other way to move on from there. And the only way you can really like actually restart the game, but for example, if I click R here, if I click S again, it will bug out. So the only way to move on from that is like just restarting the game. Like I said, you stop the program, you come assemble, and you run it again. And yeah, I tried multiple approaches on trying to fix that issue, but with the time that I had left, I couldn't really solve it. And maybe if I had a bit more time, I could go back in. The main problem was with the synchronizing and redrawing of the characters and everything, especially getting the state of the coins and the health back to what it should be. And yeah, that was like pretty much my main problem. But other than that, the game functions perfectly. There's not really any bugs when it comes to the functionality of the game. Maybe a bit of there is a bit of flickering with my player, which I tried to fix, and I think I got it pretty well. But yeah, other than that, that's my entire game. Thank you.